Well, good morning, and what a lovely morning it's promising to be. I've come out to Barmouth this morning. I mean, a location you may have seen on a few of my other previous vlogs, because I absolutely love it here. It's been raining all the way, and I was a bit worried that I was going to get rained off as I head up onto the mountain. But it's actually looking more promising now. The rain stopped. So I've got a 15-minute walk to get me to the vantage point over the beautiful Mawddach Estuary. Okay, so here I am at the viewpoint over the Mawddach Estuary. As I said earlier, it's one of my favourite locations. It's absolutely beautiful up here. A bit mixed in terms of conditions though. I think the sun's going to come up behind me over here, but there is a bit of blue sky behind me there as well. So fingers crossed for a little bit of colour this morning. I'm really hopeful. It's a long way here, and it is a stunning location. Okay, so that's the first image taken. I've used a short telephoto lens with Fuji velvia 50, shooting at f11 and 2 seconds. That should be enough to retain detail in both the shadows and highlights, especially as I've added a one-stop graduated filter just to tame those skies a little bit. I've not used colour negative film because it's a very dull scene, and I'm finding that slide film will obviously give a little bit more zap to that, a little bit more punch to the colours. Just hoping that velvia can work its magic on this rather dull start to the day. Now I've moved position slightly to the top of a ridge just above the estuary, looking back towards Barmouth itself, and I'm getting a couple of decent images towards the viaduct, and it's okay. I'm using velvia and also hectare this time. Not a perfect setting, I wouldn't say, but I've actually got my back to the wind, which is advantageous because there is some rain blowing in now and it's keeping it off the lens. So I'll shoot these two, f11 again, set to infinity, quarter a second and half a second, just see if any of them work. Well, I've managed to actually get myself a shot facing back down the estuary. Despite the rain that's blowing in, it eased up for a little bit, so I managed to set up with my wide angle lens and shoot the top of the estuary with this lovely bench in the foreground. Shot it again with velvia and hectare, but I'm not really sure which one's going to work the best. It's a little bit contrasty for velvia, but then again that's going to punch the colours up, so we'll see when we get them back. Well, it's been pretty good up here this morning, and I've managed an hour or so shooting, but it is very windy and it's making it quite challenging shooting with the big film camera. So I think I'll move on. I might head down to Barmouth itself, which is behind me. There's some nice light over there, nice seaside town to shoot, but there are also some interesting little views back along the estuary. So 20 minutes back to the car, have a drink, see what I can get next.